One of the purpose of having to pray 2 rak'ah when you come into the masjid before the obligatory salah, or any amount of sunnah that a person prays before the obligatory salah, is to build your understanding that now you're going to go into the fard salah. So a person can increase in his or her khushu', his dedication, in submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because every single sunnah, every single optional action, it's an exercise to make your fard better. Right? Every single sunnah that you do in your life, it's to improve your obligatory action. Many of times people, they neglect sunnah. Why? Because they think they've done their fard, now let's move on. But the essence is that any deficiencies that have been left in the obligatory action will be fulfilled by the sunnah salah. So it comes in the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, when a person will be presented in front of Allah and he will have to give account of his salah. At that time, he will have a lot of gaps in his obligatory salah. And this gaps doesn't mean that actually he did not pray. He prayed, but they were not up to standards. They were not up to standards that can be accepted in the court of Allah. So Allah will tell the angels that why don't you look into his optional actions, his optional salah, his sunnah, his nawafil, and see if those gaps can be filled through his nawafil and sunnah. So that's why one of the things that we need to bring habit inside our life is to be punctual in our sunnah salah. Why? Because this gives strength to our obligatory salah. Imam Malik rahimahullah mentions the person who is lazy in performing his optional salah, he will eventually miss his obligatory salah. Man tahawana ala sunnah udhiba bifawatil fara'id. The person who is lazy, who is not punctual in praying his sunnah salah, he will be afflicted by missing his obligatory salah. And the person who misses his obligatory, may Allah protect us all, he will eventually, by missing his obligatory actions, it will lead to leaving the religion of Islam. May Allah protect us. So this is why bringing strength in our obligatory salah is through our sunnah salah. So how can we bring the importance of that into our action? Because nowadays we have this understanding that as long as I have prayed my obligatory, I'm done. I have to go now. Right? I don't have time for sunnah. I don't have time for sunnah. I have time, may Allah forgive me, but I have time to stand at the shoe rack and chat to someone for 15, 20 minutes. I have time for that. I can stand in the parking lot and talk to people. I have time for that. But unfortunately, I don't have time for sunnah because I've already done my obligatory salah. This should not be the attitude. Ulama mentioned that Sahaba, they used to perform sunnah because it was the sunnah of the Prophet. And we neglect sunnah because it's the sunnah. Sahaba used to perform every sunnah, understanding the importance, this is the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And today we argue, oh, this is only sunnah, brother. You don't have to do it. You tell someone, pray your sunnah. Oh, it's sunnah. We don't have to pray it. So we have the understanding sunnah means don't do it. Sunnah means don't do it. Sahaba had the understanding sunnah means you should do it. So let's try to change the attitude. Instead of having the understanding that sunnah means don't do it, let's bring the attitude that sunnah means we should do it and we should try to do it to the best of our ability. May Allah grant us the understanding. And may Allah Azza wa Jal give us the ability to establish the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ in our life. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Wa jazakum Allahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.